second. Alright, it's time to go through the main story, because the final story chapter should be out in less than 2 hours. And when that happens, obviously, the demon nodes will, or should come out, so I get to degen grind my fucking brains out again. Which I haven't done in a while, but, you know. In any case. Well, let's see. Where's my meme pharaoh team? Where's Cleo? That's arts card effectiveness. I guess that'll be fine. Okay. East Coast Throwdown. I'm watching Canada Cup right now on my side monitor. When both of my FGO streamers are streaming at the same time, feels fucking bad, man. Who's on? Usually I would actually check who my or who everyone else is who else is streaming, but let's see. We've got Takudai, Courier, and Fino. Alright. Longer. Liz bullying has already commenced, which is always a good thing. Kappa. What is this? Is she casting projection of herself into the sky or some shit? Because this the background they use for this kind of gives the impression that she's fucking using a, like, the first thing that comes to mind is, like, you know how in the Batman cartoons, you know, to call Batman, you cast the Batman signal into the sky, right? This is what it reminds me of. It's the same thing that she does in Camelot. I didn't read Camelot, so that's why I didn't recognize it. Just project a big fucking Saint Quartz at the sky and Yuta will show up. What's their connection? It's time to duel. It's time to duel. Sorry. Couldn't resist. Good heavens, would you just look at the time? Whee! I was on weekend, chilling, watching tournaments, grinding the Azure Lane event as much as I can. Playing some COD zombies. You know the shtick. Pretty sure I kind of want to charge Ozzy's MP just in case. See if you can actually kill. Yes, he can. Didn't read Camelot? Yeah, because I rushed through. Because y'all fucking knew. Don't lie to me. When Camelot dropped, if y'all are familiar with FGO YouTubers and whatnot, at least on my YouTube chat side of things. For my Twitch side, I can let that slide if you aren't aware of this. But on the YouTube side of things, y'all better know that when Camelot dropped, that all us FGO YouTubers were like, yes. This is content right here, boys. FGO YouTube content right here. It's a fucking gold mine. Y'all fucking knew that shit. I knew that everyone else was gonna be like, yeah, Camelot's here. Let's make videos about fucking Gawain and all the other shit, right? So I just went straight to the final battle. Because I knew everyone else would go after the small fry, you know. I went for the big shit, the final battle. So I rushed that shit, and so I didn't read Camelot. Eventually I will though, just like how I say I'll read the American chapter at some point. I should have used Chloe, oh not Chloe, Cleo's MP skill, MP charge skill. Oh, you use Saint Quartz to summon? Well, yeah, but you can do that for everyone else too, along that line. Yeah, Eric, I'm in the middle of playing it. I got through. I've completely filled out the first lotto. I'm on the second lotto now. Let's see. How is Cleo stack? What do you mean? Is that a JoJo reference? Happy Halloween. Halloween isn't here for like 2 more days. 2 or 3 more days. Same difference, I guess. May as well just use this now. Too bad we didn't get any of Cleo's cards this turn. Let's see. We can just kill him right away. Whose boat am I aiming for? I have all of them except for North Carolina. Rolled 2 Washingtons. Rolled West Virginia, Mountain Mama, Maryland, Calc. Yeah, I rolled everyone except for North Carolina, who you can't roll. They really didn't even need to charge Cleo's MP anyway. Nito can just fucking one-shot everybody. MP5 Mango, can I set at the cool table now? No. How useful is an MP5 Mango? Ask yourself. Oh, all gold drops. West Virginia. Yeah, she is probably only drop only. I know I got her, and I just mixed everyone else with rolls. Either way, I have her now. I think you get her from clearing B3 or D3 with all 3 stars. So. In any case, I have everyone except for North Carolina, and NC is Lotto, so I'll get her eventually as long as I keep playing. Hey Lulu, how's it going, man? Oh my god, is that Dio? Is that a JoJo reference? It's a genre I like. Confirm Nito is a death metal head? Or she's a metal head? It costs a lot to rent. What? The rental fee is 3 scarabs a week. I can pay for like 6 months worth and a day's worth of grinding. Cap. Added 10 chains. Oh, how easy! Just sit at the Great Temple Node for about 3 hours. Yes, it's very reasonable for a whale like me. Thanks, Nito. Strange. You're supposed to be chaotic evil. Hey, Moonstar, how's it going, man? Alright, what are we doing here? This is level 13. We can literally just DPS it. And it only attacks once? Really? Why though? Nito breaking the 4th wall, sorta. Everybody breaks the 4th wall. This entire event is 4th wall breaking. Watching Bakken test, God, that's an old, that's a classic one. Watched that back in high school. Still great though. Let's see. You love the sound that Ozzy's attacks make. I mean, they're cool, except when you use them a lot and you have your volume on the loud or on high, the high pitched sounds that his like Buster and Quick cards make. I think it's, yeah, Buster and Quick cards. They're kind of grating. It's not so great, but it's fine. Oh, now we got religious wars. I wonder what this reminds me of. People may call you crazy because of your whale tendencies, but only playing FGO is the move. Playing this in Azure Lane is rough. It's not that bad, especially because now, for the past, we've been slowing down. Like NAFGO has slowed down quite a bit. Not in terms of its pacing, but because of all the dead weeks we've been having. So it's artificial deceleration for the game. IMO. The fact that we've had, you know, Halloween Reunion. Obviously, I played the original Halloween event from last year, so obviously I didn't really have to go hard in the rerun. So all the rerun ever became after I cleared out shop was like, you know, literally just like 2 weeks of dead time. And then we had another week with Jalta rerun where there wasn't really much going on except for Jalta rerun. And then we have this. And then the past 5 days, 4 or 5 days or so, or 3-4 days, whenever this event went live, I haven't really been refilling at all, or even that much, because the best nodes are time gated, and they're gonna release in like an hour and a half. So I would, you know, past 3-4 days, not really been touching FGO very much, except for, you know, log in, use NAT AP, and that's it. Maybe grab a few shop materials along the way. So it's not that bad. You just need to know, you know, you just need to recognize when when it's good to play one game and then the other game, or if it's time to degen your fucking balls out of your fucking dick and play both at the same time, which I can do because I have 2 devices. It's not that bad. But when both games are having events at the same time that I care about, that's when it gets pretty degen. So kind of have to just suck it up there and just do it, I guess. Just do it. Bassist. Looks like Street Fighter V top 8 is gonna happen right in a little bit. They're enemies, guys. They swear, 100%, 100% they're enemies. Dead Week in Canada 1.5 XP in Frontline. I don't really care for 1.5 XP raid ups anymore in Girls Frontline. The combat sims are just way too efficient. So I used to grind those out when they dropped before. Now that I've started doing the 3 BP or whatever they're called, the 3 sim energy cost combat sims, those things just give you so much XP. Like, it's not even funny. So might as well just do that. Try to get everyone's MPs charged, why not? I've never played on JP Cook. Never played on JP. Never will. Not because I have anything against JP. Like, JP's cool and all. They got a ton of great quality of life features that I wish we had. Back button. And they've obviously got a lot, all the latest and greatest characters. Some of them not so much, but you get the idea. Nothing against JP, but it's the fact that because I've become like a sort of collector guy at heart, as you can obviously tell by my wailing. If I were to have started JP back then, or even now, or you know whenever, there would be too many servants that I would be missing that would just drive me up a fucking wall for me to really play JP as how I want to. NA gives me an opportunity to basically play from the very beginning, which is why I started it. Or at the time, I started because my friends told me to. Now that I look back, that was very fortunate for me to have started NA rather than JP. Because here I get to have everything. I've been able to experience everything the games had to offer so far. I've gotten everybody that the games have had to offer so far, and that makes you feel good. Because it turns out in this game I'm a kind of a sort of a completionist. So JP is not really a possibility anymore. It probably wouldn't have been back then, and certainly isn't now. So. No, I don't play JP, never have, and probably never will. Sticking with NA. Again, nothing against JP, maybe except for its player base, but nothing against the game itself. So, MP skip. MP skip when? Never, because DW doesn't want MP skip. Also, on the topic of MP skip, there are people out there who claim that NP skip is not possible because of how the game is built, like the game engine, how the way the game is coded. That is all a load of fucking bullshit. People have already proven that by actually looking at the game code, they found that the damage calculations that the game does is disconnected from its visuals, which in other words means that you don't need to see anything to have the game calculate the damages and just display it on screen, which means, like, thus that means that NP skip is completely possible. The reason why DW has never done it is because they don't want to. It's a deliberate design choice. They do not want NP skip because they want you to look at it, not because it's not possible to. So whenever you go on Reddit or Twitter or wherever else and people claim that, oh, they don't put NP skip because it's not possible. They coded the game so it's not, you can't do that. No, that's just a load of bull. you can absolutely do it. The devs just want you to fucking look at their hard work as they fucking reuse assets 3 times in a row for fucking Siegfried's, Proto Arthur's. You get the drift. I log into JP, get 30 free quartz, log into NA and get a fucking dragon tooth. Obviously, you're comparing apples to oranges. That's not a very good analogy. JP is 2 years ahead. What do you expect? Don't turn into another one of those fucking Reddit bitchers now. Careful there. You'll blow out your lungs. Let's see. I would like to get MP what was it? I would like to get Ozzy's MP charge, but I'll charge Cleo's MP. Just in case. Does it bother you Ozzy's stick pokes through his cloak? Not really. I fortunately am not afflicted with a common first world affliction or a first world disease called OCD, so I have no need. Ozzy's stick can stick through his cloak, pun intended, all at once, and I do not care. Let's see. Let me just kill her right away. It's my favorite gag anime. I know I have seen quite a few that I really enjoyed. I just don't remember. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Like if you start throwing out names at me, I might be able to pick up on a couple. I just haven't watched anime in a while. I should have charged Ozzy's MP instead. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Nope, they never. JP never had a CCC rerun. So if you didn't play CCC, there's literally no way for you to get welfare BB ever. They never had a Prismalia rerun either, so they have had 2 events now where they've never had a rerun. Now, because this year was the year of like collaboration reruns, this year has set the precedent for DW putting out reruns for collaboration events. Like we got Kata no Kyokai rerun, we've got Saber Wars rerun. It's not really a collaboration, but whatever. And we got Fate Zero rerun, which is the one that I was personally concerned about. But no CCC, no Prismalia. We still have another dead week left in this year. We'll see. We'll see. We should, because we need to be getting. First, we have 2 banners that have no event attached to them. Those 2 banners being the Knight of the Round and the Amakusa banner. Well, I guess the Attila banners, the Altera banners. Sorry, not Attila. Altera banners are. We have those 3, so not 2, the 3. We need to get those 3 in some fashion. Of course, if they're gonna ever do it, we'll see. But given that they've given us Jalters, we should be getting the other 3 too. So yeah, we'll definitely be having a few more dead weeks, maybe like 2 or 3. I don't know, who knows. But then other than that, it should be, you know, go from there. Because we have Babylonia, we have Year 1 Christmas rerun, we got the new Christmas rerun, and then we have Solomon. And we have to somehow squeeze that into like the latter half of November throughout all the way throughout the rest of the year. So we gotta get through all those if we want to stay on track. Which you know, given Aniplex and DW, we'll see if they can pull it off. Hey Trey Son, thanks. How's it going, man? On this stream. Maybe we'll get Babylon after Halloween. We'll see. They've Aniplex/DW has had. They've shown a habit of flip-flopping events so far, so we'll see what they do. Oh, now they're friends now. Oh, there's the stalker. That wasn't meant to be a joke. Actually, I know how long she's been there. Will Charlemagne ever come? He might. Who knows? If Skaha, Drake... No, Drake was already an extra, so she's not a returnee. Or she's returning, not a new addition. If Arjuna, Skaha, Darius... Who else? Lancelot... Castergy, I guess. If all those guys can come back... Oh, Iskander. And whoever else they added to Extella Link from FGO or other places. They can do that, then Charlemagne can show up here. I think he eventually will. People are more interested in Muramasa for now, but people will eventually catch on. The mute. Phantom, you know who. Tristan, wrong queen. I can fly. Tristan legitimately can fly. His harp actually does, his harp does fly, actually. Yeah. Clea would know how to insult men, given how many she's slept with. Flying Despacito, man. Tristan legitimately can fly. His harp, as Lancelot has just explained to you just now, Tristan uses plays sound waves from his harp that literally lets him fly. So I'm pretty sure canonically Tristan is one of the only servants who has the power of flight. Not because he can fly, but because his harp lets him fly. Liz is also one of those other ones. Anyways, continue on with the story. Oh, you have to use Ibaraki here. Not that it matters. What is Hunting Quest? You missed the first one. Is it basically guaranteed items? The first one, no, it's not guaranteed. What it is, it's basically DW cranking up the drop, both the difficulty and the drop rates for specific quests. So during our first set of hunting quests, what happened was on the first day was bones. So you had 3 waves of like special like skeletons, but you knew they were different because they had their own special, like, you know, sprite and everything. They looked different from your usual skeleton mobs, but they had a lot of HP. And on the 3rd wave especially, it was actually kind of difficult for me too, like even me, to one-shot them on 3rd wave. But I think at the time I wasn't using plug suits, so maybe that was why. But yeah, they basically give you like quests, like they give you a set of 3 quests. Like it's like basically one's 30 AP, the second one's 35, and the third one is 40. You want to do the 40 AP because obviously that has the best drop rates. But the enemies there are typically all very tough because in FGO, generally speaking, the harder the enemy, or like the tougher the enemy, the better the drop rates. You know, that makes sense. So the idea is you just grind out 40 APs, and you just clear them as quickly as possible, and you just basically get as many drops as you can, because the drop rates for those quests are cranked up to ridiculous amounts. Like bone drops are basically guaranteed on the bone drop, on the bone hunting quest. The spirit roots were, I believe, at least 50 or 60%. And yeah, if you were in need of spirit roots at that time, which a lot of people were, you just did 40 APs and you just fucking one-shotted the Spriggan like over and over and over, and basically on average every other run was a spirit drop, or a spirit root drop. So that's how it works. Unfortunately, they're time limited. In other words, when a hunting quest comes out, they last for literally only 1 day. So if you need a material like really badly, what you need to do is, when Hunting Quest Set 2 comes out, or when it gets announced, whenever it will be, you have to look at when the Hunting Quest that drops you the material that you want comes out, and you just basically set aside that day to do nothing but grind that shit out, because it only lasts for 1 day. And if you miss it, sucks to be you. That's it. But that's what Hunting Quests are. 1 day, like pretty difficult quests that if you beat it, have a really have a hyper boosted drop chance of whatever materials that's featured for that day. It's basically how it works. Okay, Banana, stop bragging about yourself. You're not a Facebook whale. So you can, in dragon form can fly too. That does take a lot of mana, if I'm not mistaken. So I would imagine he can't really do it for long, unless he's your typical overpowered cardboard shonen manga protagonist who can fly for basically fucking forever. Wouldn't surprise me either. man, says Kaguya. Is that a Toho reference? No, it's not actually. Wait a minute, servants aren't affected by temperature. Heroes don't catch colds. How are the gem drop rates during hunting quests? I do not know. You're gonna have to look up some external resources. They should be also pretty good as well. But obviously the drop rates for whatever material that is featured is better, because that's what they're being featured, not the gems. But I think if I recall correctly, gems did drop quite frequently back then too, just not as much as the materials themselves. So if you just want the gems, the hunting quests are pretty good too. They should at least be better than whatever you get from the dailies. So. But this is a magical blizzard. I guess so, because technically this is a singularity, so I guess if this is weather caused by magic or mana, then I suppose it could affect them. I don't know. Magic is weird, especially in the favors. Even I'm cold, and I'm one of the more properly dressed ones. Thanks, Robin. Treat. Welp. God bless the translation team. They get better over time. They're just like fine wine. Chris's Lauder will give us a lot of gems. Oh yeah. The only magic I want to try is the mana transfer. Oh god. The degen is spreading to my Twitch chat. Yikes. Twitch chat, I thought you were better than this. So, how many of you guys in chat find this hitting very close to home, or maybe hits closer to home than you might expect? Kick. What about MASH? What about MASH? No. No. Their manipulation of the sprites here or they're not really sprites, but the artwork here is pretty fucking good. This is the most creative use of I don't know exactly what you call these, but those are the most creative use of portraits that I've seen so far. What the hell is my phone doing? Sasuga DW, they actually improve. Oh, at least they did for JP. NA, what's that again? Am I gonna roll on round table banner? Yes, and here's why. The Night of the Round banner is a special banner in that the featured rate ups are locked. So what that means is that if you have a rate up lock, that means that all the featured SSR and SR rate ups, they're the only gold servants you can get. So just to elaborate further, when the Knight of the Round banner drops, what's gonna happen is that when you roll that banner, every gold servant that you will ever pull from that banner is going to be one of those featured. Is going to be one of those featured raid up servants. So all these memes about raid up is a lie, like that meme is actually dead. Just for that banner and other banners that are kind of like it, where you cannot get spooked. There's no way for you to get spooked by anybody else. Other than the people who are featured on that banner, which is why the Knight of the Round is so good. Also, for me, every SSR on that banner is not MP5 yet. My OG Saber is not MP5. My Lancer Artoria is only MP2, and I would like it if she were at least MP3. That'd be great. And Mordred is only like MP2, MP3. I think she's only MP2. So, literally everybody on that banner, like, obviously except for some of the 4 stars, but I care about the SSRs, so whatever. Everyone on that banner is someone I can get, and I wouldn't mind. And plus, there's no way for you to get spooked either, so that's the Night of the Round. When is it? I don't know. Soon, TM. It's the answer to pretty much everything. Let's see. Reset Azure lane. Logistics. Well, they're called commissions in this game. We can get out of here. They even changed. They even gave her Ibaraki's artist even gave her a portrait that has her eating something. Wow, talk about the extra mile. Chocolate intensifies. The way she trembles every time you tap her. Chocolate intensifies. Someone needs to make a GIF of Ibaraki just her sprite trembling like that with the caption "Chocolate intensifies" just beneath her. Lol. Is Salter on that banner? I don't know. Check it. She might not be, but she should be. I know Lancer Alter is on that, so there's no reason why Salter shouldn't be. Chocolate? Did someone say chocolate? Indeed. Let's see. We can just go straight for the kill. You're a super fast reader. Oh yeah, I just kind of developed the habit over time, I guess. Though that does sometimes come at my detriment because I read so fast. There are oftentimes moments where I kind of forget what I read, so I have to reread what I've read like 3 times over. That's happened to me very frequently in school. So, which was part of the reason why I kind of sucked at things like reading comprehension and stuff. It wasn't until like late high school, college where I really started like getting the grip of like, you know, reading comprehension stuff. By that point, it was already too late because you kind of need that for the SATs. But it's no matter. Most of the time, if I'm just reading super fast, it doesn't really matter. But there are some times where it can bite me in the ass. Hey Waff, what's going on, man? About 2 more hours until farming is allowed. No, just 1. Am I liking Cleo so far? Oh, she's great. Cleo is quite the surf. Let's see. Capcom Fighters is down, I guess. Baited. Jebaited. Jebaited. The sound effects are so precious. Oh, they're all berserkers, huh? I like how they give you a support Nidacris that only has a level 6 charge skill, but a level 8 death skill. Man's not hot, but the girls are. Excessive stress temporarily increases Liz's intelligence. Oh. Oh, I see. Support Nita is great for these story nodes. With a level 8 charge skill. My camera's over there. Let's see here. Use charisma for this just in case. Those lovely hot choco thighs. Yeah, better eat it before it melts. I don't need this attack buff, but I'll use it anyway.
ミトクリスの鏡にお望みとあらば屍の暗黒の鏡扉恐怖
Didn't picture Cleo with that voice. Yeah, it's at first glance. When you hear it the first time, when I heard it the first time, I was like, "Rie, voiced Cleo? That's kind of strange." But it grows on you over time, so it's not so bad. Is there an audio delay? No. Well, yeah, there is actually. There is an audio delay, but it's the reason why there is an audio delay for the stream is because I use Air Server because I use an iPad, and iPads use Air servers, Air Server for their mirroring program or whatever. And what happens is when I connect my iPad to Air Server, it introduces there's like this audio delay that I can't do anything about. There is a way to fix it actually, but it requires an internal capture card, which I don't have. If you go to, say, for example, X0 stream, X0 is another Twitch FGO streamer. He's at TwitchCon right now, so he's not streaming. But if you go over to his stream, he also uses Air Server and an iPad Mini, or whatever he uses. And his stream that has no audio delay. That's because he uses an internal capture card. I'm using basically the same device software as him, but mine does because I have no internal capture card to manually fix the audio delay that you hear. So it's just something you have to deal with. I've tried doing what I can to kind of fix it, or at least shorten the delay, but there's not really much I can do other than get a new PC, which I hopefully will at some point, but for now. Hey. Well, they're all berserkers except for what is it, Serenity? What do we need to be scared of? We have two of them are berserkers, and we got Nidocris. Raiko doesn't have a hitbox. We fighting games now? I saw her hesitate. Serenity, all Serenity wants to do is just get that to just, you know, just crawl into bed and that's it. That's all she wants. Give us the child and pay up the debt. Where's my fucking what are they called in BioShock? What are their powers called in BioShock? Yeah. Insta-kill is basically useless because they're all servants, but we'll use it anyway. Plasmid, see. Easy. Oh. I forgot to do my master mission. I have 1 hour to get the master mission done before I lose out on 2 Saint Quartz fragments. And they all jump into the lava. We Terminator. We Terminator now, boys. Alright, real quick, we're gonna do this because I believe if there's, I need to get my master missions done, and they expire in like an hour. Thank God we haven't had daylight savings time yet. Cap. So yeah. So we'll do this real quick. Ibaraki is smarter than Raiko. She is an Oni after all. Oni are, at least in the Fate verse, Oni are pretty smart. Or at least they're, at the very least, they're very cunning. So that's that. There's that. Oh, this is an assassin. Rip. No, I guess I'll have to do go through the other nodes here, see who can take these guys out. I should just use not Cleo, Nidokus's MP just one-shot everybody here. She poisoned the lava. Yeah. Now, not only is it magma, it is also poisonous magma. So not only will you burn to death, you also get poisoned to death. Wonderful, just what I've always wanted. Banana Oni is older than most humans. Age is not necessarily a direct indicator of intelligence. Did everyone just drop silvers? And why is everybody stacking fucking shopsies on here? Whatever. Don't really have time to just scribble through. She's got the knowledge and the wisdom, but has no mentality of an adult. Yeah. Then again, Oni are different from humans, obviously. So, not like they need to care. Is it the Assassin Master Mission? No, the Berserker Master Mission. That's my last one. Once I kill one more Berserker Servant somewhere, I'll be done with the rest. And I completely forgot about it until just now. Debated. Cleo's third sprite? I love her third sprite. The dress is awesome. Her casual dress is good too. I just prefer the dress. Oh, hey, there's one. Oni is an ogre? Not really. Ogre is more of a Western thing. Oni is definitely an Eastern thing. Most definitely a Japanese thing. Just guarantee the one shot. You wouldn't care either? Yeah, when you can just shoot off a giant fucking flaming hand that crushes people. Shouldn't really care. Shouldn't really matter what you are either way, right? Alright, we're done with the master missions. Now we can redeem all of them. Oh my god, guys! MASH actually have subtitles now! We actually know what she's fucking saying! Oh my god! Actual quality of life shit! Who fucking knew? Alright, thanks for your save words. Alright, we're done with the master missions now. So good thing I remembered that. Alrighty, back in this. You didn't know? No, I knew. When the patch went live last Thursday, yeah, I knew. I found it out for myself back then, or you know, last week. I'm just being sarcastic. Event shop titles, shop has subtitles. Well, yeah, I know that too. Like I said, I'm being sarcastic. I like how fast her artwork, her art changes portraits. It's very good. Obviously, you can't have animations because of how FGO is, but that's just as good. The portrait manipulation is great in this event. Much better than it has been in any other event that I've seen, unless like Camelot has some good ones. Since I didn't read through Camelot, obviously I don't know, but... sad Vlad shows up. What does Saberless have anything to worry about? She's a Saber. Sad Vlad is obviously a Lancer. Unfortunately, I didn't bring along my own Braveless here, but that's fine. Let's see how much Chris's MP does here. Kinda curious. Is Sad Vlad the Doom guy of FGO? If Doom guy had a voice, maybe. He only acts twice? Huh. Is Vlad a good unit? Yes, he is. He's pretty solid. He's no broken boy, but you know, he's a good stabby boy. Daddy, is Cleo worth rolling for? I wasn't aware I had any kids. But yes, she is. She's a good assassin. And not only she's just a good servant overall, she's not broken, but she's good. She's consistent and she's good. Not only that, but she has very few rate ups. I explained this before last week, or whenever it was, with whenever the last time I streamed was. But Cleo is one of those limited time servants who unfortunately does not have a ton of rate ups, either because she's not that popular, what have you. Whatever the reason is, she just doesn't have a lot. In JP, she literally only has, like, outside of anniversary, outside of guaranteeds, she has only ever had 3 rate ups in total. Which those 3 being this Halloween event rate up, the rerun of this event rate up for next year for us, and this special Winter's Pharaoh event or some shit where she, Ozymandias, and Nitocris were on rate up. Those are literally the only 3 times. And I don't know if NA is gonna get that special Winter Pharaoh event shit. So as far as I'm concerned, for right now, I only consider Cleo to ever have 2 official rate ups, not 3, just 2. Because I don't know if no one knows if NA is gonna have that 3rd special one-off winter shit, because mainly events like that happen in JP are seasonal. So it doesn't really make much sense for us to get, for NA to get those events, because they have no context here. Whereas it made perfect sense in JP for those events to have happened. There's no such thing like that in NA. So, if you want Cleo for whatever reason, either because waifu or you just really like her character, whatever, just know that now might be one of the only times that you ever have to, you know, roll for her. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, I guess. Spooky. Robin is just like, sorry. Bonk. Confirm Siegfried is now a system admin. He is now a system admin. New game plus. I'll go with Ibaraki this time. Wish we had more Danganronpa art. The artist for Danganronpa is one of their special guest artists, I guess. FGO has like this dedicated pool of artists who do artwork for them on a consistent basis. But every once in a while they do bring in guest artists who, you know, may or may not do, you know, however many sermons that they want to. Definitely the Danganronpa artist. He already has his own established series, so it's not really a surprise to me personally that he's only ever done art for like 2 servants and that's it. Because obviously that FGO is not his main game, obviously. It doesn't make sense for him, who's, you know, he's already got his other successful series, to do work for another game. It's not how it works. Whereas, you know, FGO's dedicated pool of, well, semi-dedicated pool of artists, like, they're fine with it, because they've done artwork for a lot of other Fate materials as well. Obviously, the APOC guy has done art for APOC. The guy who's done Lancer Artoria's artwork and Lancer Alter's artwork has also done official artwork for APOC as well. And so on and so forth. Raita would be the guy who did Shutendoji's, Raiko's, and the kid. Well, why am I blanking on his name now? Golden Boy. The guy Raita, who's the guy who did the artwork for them, seems to have no issue. But then again, he's mainly a Dojin artist, from what I understand. So he's always happy to do artwork for FGO because he doesn't have his own established series or whatever that makes him money. So he's happy to do it, as you can clearly tell because he's done artwork for Shuten Caster over in JP, and y'all know about that. So yeah. If they're asking artwork for an artist that already has their own series, then probably chances are they're probably not going to do too much. Is what I'm probably trying to get at. As she eats. Okay, make a server, but don't make it Danganronpa as hell. Does Dante's? Does Dante's lol? What do you mean? People don't... In FGO, people don't... Overall, they don't care. At least in JP. Which, you know, maybe... obviously, you can't really compare JP to NA very well. Because, you know, again, apples and oranges. But overall, like, this is true of both servers. Overall, people generally don't care who drew the artwork, as long as that character is completely fucking meta. Dante's was not that popular of a server, even in JP, until Scotty came out, and then now you've got the DSS memes, which is from what I've heard anyway, probably the best farming team in the fucking game, or at least the most brain dead. You have that now, so now all of a sudden Dante's is fucking prime top tier farmer shit, because you literally don't have to think at all, because Avenger, lol. So yeah, if that happens, if something so meta shaking happens, no one gives a shit who what the art style is. You're gonna use that character, or you're gonna use that servant. So maybe before Scotty came out, you know, there was a basis for, oh, I don't like Dante's because fuck Danganronpa art, which is fine. I mean, I guess I don't agree with how you state your opinion, but you know, it's fine to have, you know, preferences. No one's gonna flame me for that. But you know, now that Dante's is suddenly fucking top tier farmer, like, art style or artwork is not gonna stop people from trying to roll for Dante's now. That you can fucking guarantee that. So, what do you think about P-Fells? What about him? Darius, Salieri, Mozart. He's cool. I have no problems with any artist at all. Like, I don't care. Like, because my mentality when it comes to artwork is that I don't know how to draw. If you tell me to draw, I'm gonna draw fucking stick figures and that's it. So the fact that these people are good enough to draw for a game that's as big as FGO means that they're probably doing something right. So I am not gonna judge anyone for their artistic behavior, or for their artistic style or whatever. If they can draw well, then that's all that should matter. Obviously, there are going to be preferences. Even I have my preferences, and you know, at some point, there's going to be like, well, this is good art, but this is bad art. Like, that's obvious. But none of that art is bad art, so, you know, and for people who claim that it is, well, they're just fucking bigots. That's it. And it just comes down to art style. I have no preferences. I like all of them, to be honest. Even the ones like Raita's, where he draws hilariously oversized tits. But that's anime. Just chalk that up to anime. It's fucking anime. We're all weebs. What are you doing here complaining about tit size? You're a fucking weeb. What right do you have to complain about tit size? Unless you're a lolly, unless you're a lolicon, but at that point we have much bigger problems. Hopefully they didn't pay the Eric Bloodaxe guy much. What do you mean? What, do you fucking hate the artist? Again. Listen back to the last 2 minutes that I've just ranted. Let's go get another scolding. All I can do is code. A lot of people blew up over Parvati's artist. I've already ranted about that multiple times in the past on stream. There is the argument that that there were legit Hindus in India who were pretty triggered over the fact that Parvati became a servant. But Parvati's not out of the game, so. Legendary artist Mashio 03. He's actually DW actually invited him or her. I don't know their gender, but they actually invited him or her to do C artwork, and now now they've made the Halloween Tomogozen C. Why aren't religious people getting triggered over the mythology in games? That's a whole nother can of worms that I do not want to open, but because they're video games, and no one takes video games seriously. Which is to our benefit, honestly. But that's another whole can of worms that doesn't need to be opened here. The best loophole is to say that Hero Spirit using another body to as the vessel. Tried and true. Ever since Waver. Whoa there, Regro. Let's not spew out any hate speak now, eh? Again, that's a can of worms that I don't want to have opened here. This is not a political or religious debate forum. This is a stream, and I control it. Anyways, I will be right back, so give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Are the cops onto him? Why? Why, did you think I got swatted? No, that's not the case. If I got swatted, you'd know. I think that FGO team has a dartboard and each singularity is like And, it landed on Russia. Okay, let's go to Russia. That kind of reminds me of, I made this analogy before on stream, like earlier this year, but if you guys follow like the Korean StarCraft scene, and incidentally I'm watching StarCraft 2 finals on my screen over here. If you guys kind of follow the professional Brood War scene in Korea, or the StarCraft 2 scene, either one, evidently, someone, a commentator at some point made a joke that Korean pros, what they would do to kind of, you know, come up with their English handle, is they take an English dictionary, they kind of like flip it open, like kind of like this, like, you know how you can like basically flip the pages, kind of like, you know, like you're shuffling a deck of cards. They just kind of open up the dictionary, like without looking, and just point a finger down, and it's like, okay, that's my name. Because of how ridiculous some Korean pros English handles were. Kind of reminds me of that. What's a stream? What do you mean stream? Cock Robin. Is swatting still a thing? You'd be surprised. Everybody just sits here eating chocolate. Alright. StarCraft stream, just twitch.tv//StarCraft. They're playing out group stages for BlizzCon finals. Next weekend will be the global finals for top 8. For right now, they're just playing out the rest of group stages, and they'll do the drawings for top 8. The outfit probably, but I'm a hero. Or perhaps we can name you Despacito Boy. Glad Robin is a good boy who actually manages to actually survive things. Well, he survived Tam's crotch kick. If you can survive that, I'm pretty sure you can survive anything. You say survive, but is he really still all there? Don't worry. It's Robin Hood. He'll live. Look at Cleo's health rating. Lancelot changing classes so that Mash doesn't see him. What he's actually doing is he literally puts on his berserker costume or his berserker armor. So Lancelot sees Mash and he's like, oh shit, yeah, like I don't want to be seen here by Mash of all people. So he somehow gets hold of his berserker armor, puts it on, and he goes around acting like him. Do you need more than one copy of Cleopatra? Well, I mean, it would be nice, but no, not really. You just want it for the extra damage, but if you don't give a shit about the extra damage, then obviously not. Okay, you're gonna buff 3 times in a row? Okay. Or twice in a row? Okay, okay, buddy. Still Saber class, yeah, which is why you know it's not Berserker lock. Mysterious Black Knight. Who do I have Grail? Herc, Mediololi, the Tams will follow. The part I never understood is how Cleo learned to use Chun-Li's moves. Do servants need a reason to do anything that they do? Loser. Is that why the knights show up with pumpkin heads? After this, anyway. Fake Saberlot. Or fake Zerkerlot. If you don't mind, I'll take the credit for the translation team picking up on the whole ASMR Oni thing. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. It's like a K-scope of sweets! Hey guys, this game is taunting you of your lack of, over your lack of K-scopes. No, you do not get to sing. It's a good thing we got Cleo. Time to burn my servants for what? Let's see if Cleo can insta-kill everybody. Oh, she can kill two of them. Just not the strongest one. That's... Imagine translators being on the stream right now. Nah. Why though? Those translators have better things to do other than hanging out in a chat full of degeneracy or a stream full of degeneracy. That was a cool little animation for the pumpkin. Oh, and, only 12 minutes until final story chapter. Yep. And then we get perm Saber Liz. At least these missions are going by pretty fast. Unfortunately, my Cleo won't be very effective here because enemies are all casters. Imagine if I had whale powers. You can have whale powers. Just have a lot of money. Just whale, lol, forehead. I think I'll just throw every item into use. You mean the mantle, the sword, lance, whatever. Just remember that if you don't use them, I believe you can sell them back for QP after the event is over. So in case you are in need of QP, just keep that in mind. If you don't care about QP, then yeah, just use all of them. If you don't care for selling them back later, then who cares? Use all of it. Jack-o'-lanterns have too much overlap with Medjed. We must consolidate the Medjed design. Nito Chris wants to patent it. Just win the California 1.6 billion lottery. It's so easy, forehead. Is there any use for them? No, not really. Other than just to make your, I guess, farming or the challenge quests easier. Yeah, the challenge quest shouldn't be that hard. Like, you really don't need this. What this is that this event is a great event for like super newbies. Like, if you got a friend or people, or if you just know people who are just starting FGO like now, this event is super good to get started, because this event is not only very easy, but if in case you do have problems or trouble clearing the event for whatever reason, the event just throws you all these items that make it a lot easier to do. Like, this event is great for newcomers who want to pick up the game now. Like, this is a great starting point because of this event. This event is like, it gives people like an idea of, you know, oh, this is what events are like. But not only that, the event itself is very easy. It gives you an extra grail, gives you a welfare, gives you a ton of stuff in the shop, all that stuff. This is a great event for newcomers to come stop by. For everybody else who's not a newcomer, if you've been playing this game for like at least 3-4 months, and you've got your account like pretty much set up, then it shouldn't be hard at all. But this event is mainly catered for like you know, newcomers, people who just made an account, all that stuff. Shouldn't be a big deal at all. For most people. Bone farm event, can't complain. Yeah. This will be hard for people who don't love a lot of service. Well, fortunately, if you're the type of person who's been playing the game and like steadily and diligently working on your account to make it stronger, you shouldn't really have any problems. I guess it's mainly for the people who have, you know, who've been lazy and haven't really done much. Girls frontline grinding, decent. I don't really grind. I just do the dailies. I just try to get all the dailies and weeklies done. Even still, I do spend like 2-3 hours a day on Girls frontline, like 1 to 2 hours at least. So I do grind every day. It's just like during the combat XP rate up, where all combat missions gave you like 50% extra XP. I didn't really grind that. Like, I don't really care about XP grinding anymore, because between combat report grinding and the three BP combat sims, the XP combat sims, it's super easy to, not really super easy, but it's very simple to level guns up in that game. So I'm not too worried. Obviously, when they release like events and stuff like the one going on right now, then yeah, I'll do that too. What is this? Oh, I got a mix. Okay. Bring along Ibaraki just in case. Epic 7. I think I've heard of Epic 7. I don't know what it is exactly, but I've heard of it. I'll probably look it up later. Do you have a farm team ready? I will. It's a Korean game going global. Interesting. Hopefully Korea can make a really popular mobile game, Mobitch or whatever. Got the pumpkin knights now. Here's what they show up. Is it harder to grind event currency in this event? It shouldn't be. But then again, it may be because you haven't rolled gacha. If the gacha CEs in this event are the only CEs that increase drops. The shop CEs, on the other hand, only increase spawns. So basically think of it as Kara no Kyokai. If you equip them, then you're basically doubling the number of spawns for a particular enemy type. So that obviously increases drops, but the thing is if you bring like a spawn CE and stack the rest of your lineup with like drop CEs, then that's how you maximize drops for this event. So I guess I can kind of understand, but yeah, shouldn't be too hard. Well, then again, I'm a dirty fucking whale, so what do I know? That's why. Huh? Yeah, I'll take a look at Epic 7. Honestly, though, between FGO, Girls Frontline, and Azure Lane, now I'm pretty much strapped for time. I'm barely being able to function, like have a normal schedule between all three of these games. So, hopefully it does well. Again, I would like for there to be a successful global Korean Mobitch. Are the spawns even that needed? No, not really. Not really. Imagine my ass playing 8 gacha games. But I go hard on FGO, which is why I don't play too many others. And plus, I love to min-max my shit. Even on Azure Lane and Girls Frontline, I do everything that I can possibly do without having to spend money, or at least not as much money. So I'm sure you play 8 or 9 Mobages. Like the guy who got me into FGO has done that before. He juggled like 6, 7, 8 Mobages at 1.2, or like Mobages / browser games. But he didn't really. He was like you probably cannot physically go hard on every single one of them. Or if you can, that means you probably have no job, and you're basically like you don't need a job, and all you need to do is just fucking sit there and fucking play mobile games. I don't know. Maybe you do have a job. I'm not here judging. Either way, having to play 8 mobile games in a row, like all at once, and go hard in each and every single one of them, probably means that you have the time for all of it. Is I guess the point that I want to make. Whereas for me personally, FGO obviously takes a lot of my time because I go hard on this shit. So, what progress have I made in the Azure Lane current event? In Fallen Wings, I just cleared B3, so I do have West Virginia now. I do need to completely clear the D stages, so D1, D2, and D3. For the whatever item they give you for clearing that. I think it's just like a furniture piece, I think. Failed to connect to server. Please check your mobile signal and try again. What the fuck? We may have to switch screens here. Just in case my iPad decides to blow up or something. What do you think about Dragalia Lost? I don't know. I haven't seen anything for it. Like, I know it's out. I just haven't seen any gameplay. So. Rip FGONA. It's done this before. When Jalter's banner came out, her rerun banner, it lagged at the beginning. It took like 5 minutes before it cleared up, but this seems to be the same issue. Which is weird because this didn't happen when Halloween first went live. There was no issues then, I don't think. Probably run into the same server issues as before. Hey, so much for me touting about how NA servers are so much better than JP's. Is DW confirmed DW is trying to sabotage NA by swapping servers? just keep retrying. If this is what happened, if this is just like how or this is just like what happened last time at the start of Jalter's rerun banner, then it should clear up soon. TM. Recommended for Cleo's and Vlad's MP levels. Void Risen, just as a general rule of thumb, if you care about MP damage, or just if you care about like MP in terms of gameplay at all, at least MP2, at least, because what MP2 does, more importantly than anything else, in my opinion, is that it lets you hold overgauge. Because if you may know that an MP1 servant cannot hold more than 100% MP gauge. This means that if you go up against an enemy who has a skill or like some sort of effect that drains your MP bar, that means that you can't. There's no buffer against that. There's no way for you to have a buffer against skills that drain your MP. So just on the merit, just on the merit of having overgauge, like you can go, having your character or your servant be able to go over 100% MP gauge, MP2 is very valuable because you have a defense against skills that drain your MP. Also, the jump in damage for offensive MPs going from MP1 to MP2 is the largest jump in damage that you'll ever get by leveling MPs. If you have the money to do so and you really care about damage, MP3 is optimal because at MP3 you get the two biggest jumps in MP damage before they fall off to the minimum for MP4 and MP5. Whereas, obviously going for MP5 is going to be very expensive. You can do MP3 with a little bit of luck, reasonably. Like, you saw my rolls just the other day, last week, when Halloween banner first went live. I got MP3 clear within 600. Obviously, that's very lucky, but if you do get very lucky, then that's an MP3 servant for basically 200 quartz per copy, which is much less than the average. Well, it's a third off, but that's still big. That's still a big discount. So you can do that, I guess. That's just my recommendation. That's just my recommendations. Anyways. Numerous submissions. These are... Okay, these are just event-related missions. Okay. Let's go back to this. That was weird. This happened again, like I just said like 3 times in a row just earlier. This happened during Jalter's rerun when it first went live. People couldn't connect for like the first 5 minutes for some reason. Seems like it's the same problem. It's only 5 minutes. That's fine. Again, this could be a lot worse. I'm looking at you, JP. were expecting gems missions, nah. Usually whenever there's like a farming event, like kind of like this, you know, active, usually they model their master missions after the event. They aren't here, thank God. Alrighty, back over to the castle gates now. Just Lancers. So we're gonna fight Sad Vlad again. I know someone told me to take Media Lily with K-Scope, but it's fine. I'll get top decked for science. Jalter in GSSR? Is Jalter even gonna be in GSSR? I don't know. Don't think the next GSSR has limited servants. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm under the impression of as well. Let's see. It missed on Ozzy because Ozzy has magic resistance. Nullified, debuff, irremovable. Well, that's fine. Easy. And Ozzy just made it whiff because he has magic resistance. Easy. Omega lol. Easy. Kick. Let's see. I want to charge a page. Yeah, this Vlad is from Fate Extra. Good crit. Sad Vlad is rude, no buffs. Yeah, unless your servants have debuff removals. Hey, Heart Doing, thanks for stopping by, man. Let's see here. Let's use this. Also use this heal. I would love to do a Nito Brave Chain, but I would like to get Ozzy's MP charge because he has a single target MP. Hey Gangster, what's going on, man? Yeah, I don't blame you because I haven't streamed in a while either. Like, this is my second stream in like a month. Let's see. We almost have Ozzy's MP charged. Hey Burn, how's it going, man? Speaking of not seeing not seeing people in a long time, how's it going?
私のしもべになりますか。では、ミイラから下積みですね。
Sad flat is sad. Hey, thanks, Dr. Roman, for butting in like an idiot. Should have boot camp. All right. I would tell you to have fun, but it's boot camp, so yeah. Good luck over there. Maybe you'll need it. At least when you come back, you'll be swole as hell. But yeah. Good luck out there. Remember to like the stream. No. No, get out of here with your fucking YouTube shilling. Get out. Let's see. Get the gains. How long are you going to be out for the boot camp for? Half a year? I don't really know a whole lot about military stuff, so I don't know like for how long boot camp lasts, or if you're going to enlist right after boot camp, or maybe enlisting is getting you into boot camp or whatever. Like I don't know any of that stuff. There's another guy on the Farmville Discord who did actually go through actual military service. He's talked about his times during there in boot camp and whatnot. A lot of his stories are actually pretty funny, but you're already enlisted. All right, so 2 months for boot. 2 months? That seems short. But I guess I really don't know anything about, you know, boot camp and stuff. Actually, I don't. Like, originally I was under the impression that boot camp only has to last for like what, at least half a year. But I guess only 2 months shows you what I know. Of course, yeah, as always, Nitocris only has Ozzy on her mind. Allow you to take photos this time only. He's playing upside down. More than Elizabeth and Cleo, I want to know. I want to know how Nitocris and Cleo interact. I can't beat her brand reputation. My style is more modern. Yes, it's very modern, Liz, in ways more than one. Oh, that's it. I challenge you to a duel. It's time to duel. Good heavens, would you just look at the time? Do you think it's stupid that some servers like Clue's names are revealed before I got there before they reveal as part of it? You mean how JP does the whole true name system now? It doesn't really bother me. In fact, in a sense, I'll play devil's advocate and say that it takes more effort for a DW to do that. Not because, if you think about it, even though you might see that as like, oh, like, why are they doing this? Is there even a point to this? There's a point, because they explain it in story why they start hiding their true names. But also, not only that, but because they have this true name system now. Well, it always did, but they're hiding their names intentionally for story purposes, for the more recent stuff. When you think about it, they had to go through more work because the voice actors actually had to record more lines, because some of their Bond dialogue don't make any sense if their true names are hidden. So nowadays, if you have like story related, like, you know, Lost Belt, or definitely during EOR singularities, the servers that came out then, their voice actors had to record two separate voice sets of My Room lines, the My Room Bond dialogue lines, because obviously one, you know, if their Bond lines have anything to do with their name, obviously they can't say their name if you haven't unlocked their true name yet. So not only that, but you know, it costs DW more money, because obviously the voice actors have to do more work, which probably means more money. So yeah, there you go. So they do have to put more effort to have that system in place. Whether or not you like it, that's up to you. But personally, I don't mind. For me, it matters in the sense that DW is putting in more effort, I guess, if you even want to call it that. But you know, again, to each his own. Me personally, I don't mind. I don't care. What are we doing here again? Charge Ozzy's MP. I wonder if Ozzy charges more MP off a PQA chain rather than APQ. see here, and yes, this is a good time to use Cleo's skill. Alright, what have we got here? We need to charge, oh, this is engaged, that's good. We can actually go ahead and kill them now. Why is there a double class E skill? It's purely aesthetic. It's only story related. The reason why she's double class is because she's technically the amalgamation of caster Liz and regular Liz, like Lancer and caster. Somehow that makes you a saber, but it does nothing. Her double class skill does nothing for her because, again, it's a joke skill because she's a joke servant, and this is a joke event. It does nothing because of that, but it's still there. So make of it as you will. Well, everyone's pretty much locked and loaded, so let's do it. Let's try that. Did you want King Asan? Or are you not? I think the oh, you're talking to Burn, I think, right? Liz is a good girl. Yes, please no bully Dragon Idol. Is that how you say it? Dragon Idol. Dragon Idol. True double class is Samurai's second skill. Yeah, Samurai definitely has double class as a legitimate skill because she can act as both a caster and an assassin. So that's that. So there's that. Liz is bad in Nextella. Oh god. Now I can't speak for the Musou games, so just learned that you were also streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I dual stream. I started dual streaming back in like April, because initially last year was when I actually started streaming. Like Halloween, the original Halloween event, the one we just had a rerun of, that was around the time that I started streaming FGO in particular. At first, because I'd streamed before, like before FGO, I actually did stream other games, just not very much, and so I had a Twitch channel already. So I just decided to, stream to Twitch because that's what I knew already. But then other people who will not be named here started streaming as well on YouTube this time, and I noticed that they were getting a lot of viewers on YouTube. Whereas on Twitch, there's not really as big. The FGO community is nowhere as big. It's more tightly knit, and people know each other a lot better, in my opinion, on Twitch, because it's usually the same people come back here every time. But on YouTube, there's a lot bigger of an audience for whatever reason. And I was like, well, I guess you get more viewers there, so let's try YouTube streaming. So I did. I ditched Twitch and went over to YouTube. So that worked out. But over time, I was like, well, I see that there's, but after like 2 or 3 months of streaming on only YouTube, I started watching more streams of the Fate Grand Order, like channel, and I noticed that there were more people there, and their audiences, their communities were a lot more tightly knit, and they were a lot more chill. Unlike YouTube chat, which can become pretty fucking degen sometimes. So I was like, well, I want both, but I don't want to give up either. So what's the solution? Dual streaming. So I started dual streaming. That also means that I cannot get partnered on Twitch, or get affiliate at the very least, even though I can, because what happens is that if you get affiliate on Twitch, you cannot stream simultaneously to any other platform. You can stream to other platforms, but just not at the same time. So for the foreseeable future, I'm not gonna get it. My channel will not get a subscription button, unlike everybody else you see streaming on Twitch. Kono dio da. Hey. Kono dio da. Called it. I don't want you making a bloody mess here, says Elizabeth Bathory. Did someone say irony? I like how the sprites that they use for Ozzy is his very smug declaration portrait. Who's my favorite Azulane character? Enterprise. Ellie or whatever. Pharaoh? Finish her! Finish her! Finish her! That could be actually taken way out of context, by the way. Ozzy always has grails. He's a pharaoh. You sound as if that's somehow surprising. She's still eating. One of the 3 least trustworthy servants. It is I. She's trembling. Don't worry. Don't worry. Caesar has other forms. Think Ozzy is an accomplice of, you know who, Demon King? What? Goisha? No. Why would Ozzy be his accomplice? Hey, Kuruma desu. Hey, what's going on? Dual stream sounds like a pain? No, actually. And sorry for not paying attention to our Twitch chat. Dual stream is not painful at all, actually. What you do, just setting it up might be a little bit complicated, but other than that, it's smooth sailing. What you do is, in order to dual stream, what I had to do was, I downloaded this program called Restream.io, which is free, by the way, and yeah, so totally not shilling for Restream.io, by the way. And with that software, all you need to do is basically set up a Restream.io account, and then you know, use OBS or whatever your stream is, or your streaming software is, and then make sure that it's configured to broadcast to a Restream.io server, which then parses, or I don't know what the proper term is here, but it then sends your stream signals to all the other servers for all your different other platforms. So what you do is, how it works is, my computer, when I start streaming, my computer sends out signals through the internet to a Restream.io server through the software or whatever, right? And the Restream.io server gets the signals, and then it duplicates the signals and then sends them out again to YouTube server, so I can stream to YouTube, and then Twitch server, so I can stream to Twitch. So that's how it works. All you need to do is just set it up, and you don't have to ever worry about it ever again. It's not that complicated. Again, just setting it up might be a little bit complicated, but other than that, it's not. All I need to do is just press start streaming on OBS, and it automatically handles all the restream stuff for me. It's not that hard at all. Had to watch your Skaha guide. The Skaha video seems to be the most popular. That by far has the most amount of views. Okay, here are the ones unlocked by clearing. Okay, so I basically had to go through all the other nodes now. That's fine. Did I get a grail from that? Palingenesis. Yes, I did. Immediately use that on Media Lily. No one really says who really works well with her. Other people, I know Soberoni has always put out videos where he's recommended people, like good teammates, to who can support like servants that he's making videos about. But yeah, like there's not a whole lot of other people who make like servant review videos who go that in depth. So now I just need XP cards for it. Am I clearing out shop? Now I will, now that I've completed story. And now I should probably set my Brave Liz on support now. Alright. How do you get the extra copies of Brave Liz again? Let's see, I believe it was a challenge quest, right? Let's see, it's not the challenge quest. Where do you pick up more copies of Brave Liz? No. Where's Brave Liz? It's not in shop. It's not in the challenge quests here. Let's see, maybe Castle Gate? Oh yeah, there's one. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. And there's one there. Okay, so just do those. Simple enough. And then we've got these now. Okay. Alright, let's go through all these once. Let's go through all these real quick. Time to chew through all my bronze apples for this shit. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright. We're just gonna keep rolling with the Pharaoh memes. Is Media Lily that good? No. Well, no. She's not. I just really like her because she's a dedicated healer, which is an archetype that I almost always play in all the other multiplayer games that I play. Like I've explained this story a lot of times before, but before I got into FGO, I still am. I'm a big FPS guy, a big first-person shooter guy. And in games where there's like a medic role or like a support medic role, basically a guy who heals other people, I usually play that class. Mainly because no one else knows how to play it, or even bothers to. So, someone has to do it, so I decided that someone will probably have to be me. So, yeah, I kind of like medic types in this game. Media Lily seems to tickle my fancy the best. There's that. Anyways, we got these fuckers. Let's see. Neither can charge her MP by herself, so that means what we're gonna have to do is charge everyone else's. Yeah, I played Blops 4. I have never played Team Fortress 2, but guaranteed if I did play that class, I would probably dabble in medic in that game. Play that class, I meant game. I would probably be a medic main in TF2. Like, no joke. I have never actually played it though, so. So much for that. No, I've never played Monster Hunter. Blackbeard's name in the female's only quest is Harems are great. What the fuck, DW? What do you mean? That's completely reasonable. That's Blackbeard. He's your stereotypical weeb. Come on, bro. You play R6? Yes, I play R6. I mainly play either Rook or Doc. Mainly Rook. But sometimes I do actually play that. I don't play R6 that often though. Game's audio is lagging behind slightly. Yes, it is. I've explained it earlier on stream, and I've explained it many times before. But I have to have an audio delay because there's nothing I can do about it. Because of the streaming software that I use, Air Server. Air Server, for whatever reason, injects an artificial audio delay into my stream that I don't know why it does that. And it can be fixed, but it requires you to have an internal capture card, which I do not have because I'm a pleb. there's that. Oh, I didn't do my exercises on Azure Lane. I do that for real quick. Having Ozzy's MP charged here would be real nice. I love knowing that I control the life. I have the power to control life and death. If only that were the case. But then again, I don't want to. Usually, in most of the first-person shooters that I play, all my teammates are complete fucking potatoes. So, yeah, that's not really something to brag about. Because there's no reason to brag about holding, being able to control the lives of complete idiots. Like, there's no pride in that. So even if I tried priding myself on something like that, it wouldn't be possible. I don't want to have to control lives of fucking idiots who literally don't know how to aim. Let's see. Do I spawn peek? No, because I suck at R6. I don't even know the spawns, so I don't. If I knew the spawns, I probably would. But I don't, so I don't. Alright. Let's use protection rod now. Okay, we should be good to go. Did I roll flag extra? Yes, he's MP4. Yeah, I'm just running Pharaoh Squad for memes. I'm a Cav main now, oh god. Yeah, we got fucking DR mid. I'll go for Star Gen because Cleo's Buster card there didn't have any star gain or star weight. DR mid Zappa ping. Oh yes. Which attacker? Support attackers. I always try to take Thatcher, Thermite. I don't pick Cabana because I don't really. I'm not good with her specials. But Thermite, Thatcher, anyone who's a support attacker. Sometimes Dokebe, because I guess she's a support. Not really though. Let's see. Cleo is like a combination of Chun-Li and Michael Jackson. I mean, if you really want to get technical, Talmo also has Chun-Li's thunder kicks. I don't have Do I have Mango and at 1 MP? Yes I do, MP 6. What's a good rider? Because they all hit like wet noodles. You obviously haven't used Aussie. Or maybe if you have, you only have them all at MP1. Any team ideas to one-shot Diarmid? What, here? Should be bad. Just take a single target saber and buff stack the shit out of them. Drake can hit surprisingly hard. Yeah. If you buff stack with her, but like, then again, you can just buff stack with literally anybody. So. What is this? Maybe I should stop using the Pharaoh meme team and actually use what is it? Class advantage people. As a matter of fact, let's start using our Braveliz actually, because you know, Braveliz. I would imagine she'd be pretty good here. Let's see, that was my first node farming team. Not that it really matters, but let's move you to the back. And we'll start replacing them with Braveliz, because I know my Braveliz is maxed out already, so well, except for her MP, but that's a different matter. Boom. We'll throw in this one there just in case. Let's see, Lancers. We'll bring Cleo because we got riders in here. Got riders up in this bitch. And let's see who else. Gawain, I guess. For gorilla memes. I just realized my entire front line is Buster memes. Boost Braveliz's skill to third skill to 9 and make it useful. Yeah, no. I will, but that doesn't make it useful. Like, you must not understand what her third skill does, right, Jade? It's not good. Let's see, let's go ahead and I guess charge somebody's MP gain. Let's see, it's probably a Lancer boss, so what I want to do is I want to charge either Gorilla Chad or Braveliz's MPs first. So I think her first skill increases her MP gain, but that's an impulse, so... whatever. Just fucking Buster me all the way. Yeah, exactly. If you could pick what buff you got, then it would be actually pretty good. Like, it would be at least viable. But because it's complete RNG, it's like... Really? Why? Like, why do you do this? We'll actually use her first skill now, just for the MP game. Her extra attack puts a smile on my face every single time. 2, 1, then 3. You can basically ignore her third skill, yes. Get her buster buff first, then her first skill, and then her third skill. If you even want to, at that point. Let's see. I want some crit stars, so I don't know if this will kill. Though. I don't think it will, unless Braveless's 100% damage modifier is just that good. Apparently it is. Sad. Someone said it was Sad Vlad at the end, but it's Lancer Alter. Lies and deceit. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the Buster buff for obvious reasons. Let's see here. He doesn't actually have his MP yet, but because we got it already, may as well. Gorilla Chad, go slaughter your altar queen. Good damage. I wonder what happens if you try to use your third skill when you don't have 100% MP charge. It actually gives you a prompt. That's actually pretty funny. Hey Santanero, what's going on? Your MP game is actually not bad. All things considered. I like how all my riders don't attack Cleo. Use skill 3. Nah, I actually want to kill somebody with this. How much damage did she do? I didn't see. Oh, they actually finally attacked Cleo. Okay. Alright, now we're into the challenge quests. So, just like for, let's make things interesting and make it so just like Dante's challenge quests, if you remember those from earlier this year. I'll let chat pick my teams, which is always a bad idea, but whatever. Riders, sabers, restricted formation, females only, yeah. Kinda got that. Okay. Yes, chat teams. Cleo is a must, okay. Sure, if you insist. Who are the best 3-star units? Because it'll take me a while to answer that in its entirety. Go to my channel on YouTube. Type in how to min-max your account in FGO, and tune in to go to like the 1 or 2 minute mark, like around the actually not the 1 or 2 minute, like the 4 or 5 minute mark. I talk about I have this little picture on who I think the best 3 stars are. I think the thing about taking chat teams is that chat can never come to a consensus. But that's just the nature of chat, so. Let me get rid of my CEs first. Actually, I'll just replace it with like event CEs. Put you in the back. Can you pick Chevalier? The Aeon? Sure, but she's not really gonna have much synergy. Not that it really matters, because this is only a 10 AP one, so it literally doesn't matter who I throw at this. So yeah, sure, we can drop Dagon, I guess. Let's see, let me just... Oh, right. Females can't join. Or, no, not females. Males can't join. Kick. No waiver, boys. Brave Liz, oh yeah, and Brave Liz, yeah, we gotta throw her in there somewhere. Where is Brave Liz? There she is. So yeah, it's kind of like this. I guess we should fill in our back line as well. All right, who's our final? Astolfo is not female; he's a trap. Boudica, sure. Okay, we'll just go with that. We'll just ride with this, I guess. No. All Liz party for the next one. A lot of people are asking for that, so yeah, for the next one we'll do it. Let's see here. What should we do? How many hits does she have on her arc skirt anyway? Bonk. You must use third skill this battle. I guess I'll try. Not sure how well that's gonna work out though. God, I got all of Braveless's arts cards on the second turn. Let's see. Ah, I know what to do.
そうか、了解。ああ。そこだ。君の動きがよく見えるよ。
When is the next rider release? Gets. For Bambilonia, rate up number 2. I don't think she needed the MP gen effect, but we'll use it anyway. Yes, Gets any good? She's like Ozzy. She's a single target. She's more so a single target burst rider. She's a hybrid offensive support and DPS single target rider. She's basically Ozzy, minus his protection from Raw, but a better charisma. And a targetable Buster and Guts skill? What's your second skill again? Something like that. Harms are great. Alright, let's use this, see what we get. We got the 50% attack buff for 3 turns. No, it's just for 1 turn. But the party-wide 50% attack buff, I think it is. Is it 50% or is it only 30%? I don't even know. Well, in any case, this would have been great because if I didn't use that skill, I would have been able to do Buster buff, attack buff, and then Brave Liz's Buster Brave chain. But can't really do that anymore. It's fine though. We can just do this. Good job with the buffs. The gotcha skill. Alright, so what is it? All Liz team next battle. I think that's about it. Is it next male? I don't know. Maybe. Pretty sure. Alright. Getting tired? Oh yeah, I haven't eaten. So it's about time for me to eat dinner. And yeah, I've been just sitting here just streaming. Plus I didn't exactly get the best of sleep, but that's how I am during weekends anyway. It's the weekend. Ain't no time to be sleeping. Do we want to bring someone other than Boudica, or are we just gonna leave Boudica there? No idea. We're missing Mecha Liz. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have her yet.
ロイックに決めるわよ。
Let's try to get Lancer Liz's MP up. Even though she's obviously a Lancer and she's not very good against the Sabers. Of course they go after Lancer Liz. Of course. Fuck this game sometimes. Let's try to attack this guy, because he's got an attack buff. Yikes, they're taking a lot of damage. Nice, good, she got her crit on that. Planning to farm reverse dragon scales and magma hammer. How likely will I get 4 before getting a 5th copy of the CE? Depends on your luck. Some people have crazy good CE luck. Obviously, for other people, it's not that good. I can hear this team. It's not good. Lol. Let's see here. About to say, like, if she gets fucking critted and she dies off a crit, like, I am going to be fucking he won't come back either, at least not for a while. Everybody has their MP charged. Everyone has their MP charged, so what we're gonna do is... I actually don't know if that'll actually kill. Yeah, it won't. Thought it would with Brave Liz's Arts Chain in there, but I guess not. Let's see. Just go like this. Babylonian mid-November, something like that. I'm with this guy. Cap. The historical jokes that you can make. Let's see. Do we want to use my do we want to use, what is it? Liz's 3rd skill for this shit? Do we want to throw away a perfectly good Noble Phantasm and see what we get? Nah, do it. 2 over 1. We're doing it. Oh, we got the exact same thing. Actually, that's not bad because we have everybody else's MPs charged anyway, so we can just do this. Let's see, this is a. They both inflict curse, so it doesn't matter which one we put in first. Alright, cool, they're all dead. No one's really dropping the gold sacks. Only reason I'm saying this is that I want a Pendragon lineup, so all sabers. Or sabas. We can do that. That can be arranged. That can definitely be arranged. Let me just try to find someone who's got a saberface, on support. Oops. Are there any other Pendragons that I'm missing? I guess you. Yeah, we can do this. We'll see how well this works. Did I see Castlevania Season 2? No. I haven't been watching I haven't been watching the show at all. I don't really watch a lot of things. Almost. Oh yeah, MHX is also a Pendragon. I think I like this team better though. My king, be careful. Too late. Unfortunately, Seiba doesn't have her, is 1% off her MP, so that sucks. It's fine. Let's see. Putting this to paper. Hey, did someone say back-to-back MPs? Does Fionn look like Kenneth with long hair? First time I've ever heard that being said, but Can't wait for Saber's instinct buff to the MP charge. Yeah, same here. All right, final chat team. Go hit me, boys. Give me your best meme teams. Lancer Artoria 5-star is bad. Kappa. Yeah, I'm going to get started, well, yeah, I haven't even started yet. I'm going to get started on the Lancer Artoria video, hopefully soon at some point. And I should have done it over the weekend, but Azure Lane, Fallen Wings, and all these other side tournaments that I wanted to watch on Twitch and shit. With those going on, I wasn't able to, but when I do start the Lancer Artoria video, I'm gonna try to do my best to try to reverse a lot of opinions on her, because the overarching opinion on Lancer Artoria is that she's just not good, because people say like, oh, she doesn't have any survival skill, like she doesn't have guts, she doesn't have evade, like all she has is a debuff clear. But that's true. Like theoretically, she's not that great for boss fights and whatnot. She probably isn't, to be fair, but she's not as bad as people claim that she is. Like she's nowhere near that bad. So hopefully I can make the video kind of drive that point home that she's much better than what people give her credit for. Gouda team. Unfortunately, we don't have enough servants to really make that. All we have are what was it? Nobu and but yeah, we only have Okta and Nobu. Unless you want to count all the other characters kind of make a guest appearance, like Medusa and shit. Hassan team? I would much rather do that when we have King Hassan, but we can try that. Oh, we should do the Stalker team. The Stalker team sounds nice. Nice and memey. I want to try the Stalker team. Let's see. I want to try the Stalker team. Unfortunately, I'm not taking Soberoni's unleveled Raiko. No thank you, sir. Ugh, excuse me. Guess I'm gonna have to bring my own. Looks like no one's really putting up support Raikos. Well, I know they are. It's just they all have K-scope and not event Z's. So. I'll just bring whoever else. Let's do the Stalker team, because obviously they showed up in the story, so let's see, Kyo. I just realized, there's only one, there's only one free-to-play waifu, or 1 or 2 star waifu. Everyone else is at least 3 stars or above, by as much. No love for the husbandos, clearly. Anyways, we have Kyo. What are we looking for? Serenity, and we'll move Morty right behind there. What are we looking at here? Raiko, where's Raiko? There she is. Kind of like that. I want to take someone who's got limit broken. Dangerous Beast, and we'll just go with that, I guess. Alrighty. So hopefully, we'll see how well this works. This is not a good team. Like, I'm just gonna be level with you guys. This is not a good team. The Monka Shake team, yep. What about 3-star females only? I would like to clarify that my name is not Honako Green, but maybe later. For now, unless this team loses, but we'll find. We'll see. We're about to find out. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge, though, because we have 2 berserkers and they're gonna be super squishy. And if these goblins and jaguars crit like repeatedly, that's gonna be bad. And I don't want to use Serenity's first skill now. Yeah, I don't want to use that now. And it only does that for 1 enemy, Jesus. If it were party-wide, that'd be a lot better. But it's only for 1 person. Let's see. Her second skill just generates stars. Her third skill increases her insta-kill death rate. Yeah. And debuff success rate for yourself. So, we're gonna have to Buster meme our way through this. Did someone say goblins? Goblins? Where? I need goblins. I need goblins. Will this even kill? I don't even think it will. Barely. Jesus. That was a bit scary. All doggo memes. I don't think Kyo is strong enough to one-shot one of these guys on her own. Yeah, she only does 18 damage.
痛いですか？
I'm gonna try to get Serenity's MP charged as much as I can. We'll see how well that works. Oh, nice. She actually has pretty good charge game. Thanks, Goblin. And then let's see. We'll also get Raiko's MP charged as well. Maybe I should just done Raiko's 2 arts cards and then Serenity's NP, just for extra NP. And I wonder if that would have been better. Okay. Inexperienced man, lol. Fergus Kiwami. That's a reference that I don't. That's going straight over my head. I know that's a reference to something. Experienced boy, lol. Anyways, let's see. I don't want. I'm gonna put that buff on him. No effect. Wait, what's the first effect? Decreased charge. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that part. And I should have used. Honestly, I should have used this skill first. But not that it really mattered. But in any case. See, I'm pretty sure he's dead. So let's see, but there's no buffs. Will Serenity without any buffs be able to kill 67k? I honestly don't know. I don't think she can. This is a bit weird. Can she even? This is very, very odd. And Incident doesn't work here because they're all servants. Well, I just realized Serenity has no evasion. Rip. Oh, only one way to find out. That's actually by trying. Nope. Nowhere, not even close. Not even close. And Kyo got one-shotted. Great. Great. Oh, didn't need to use that skill because I have none of her fucking cards right now. Well, at the very least, I know this will fucking obliterate everybody. Yeah, I know she's support. I know she's support. Raiko cleaned up though. As soon as she got her IP charge, it was game over already. Because all three of them she should be weak to her third skill. Just because of how Mystic Killer works. Alrighty, so that's gonna call it for the stream. I know that usually I go for a lot longer. And now that I realized I've actually got quite a few viewers, so I would love to keep streaming. Unfortunately, I do have to actually go eat dinner. That's kind of important. So I'll be back. I said I would be back tomorrow last time that I streamed, but I didn't. So yeah, kind of broke that promise. Not that it was a promise to begin with. But I'll be back throughout the week because I don't want to do these challenge. I want to do these challenge quests on stream, like these male ones only, and all the other ones. Like I want to do them all on stream. So yeah, we'll just reserve those for. I'll just reserve those for stream time, and then when I'm off work throughout the week, I'll come back stream the challenge quests throughout the week and all the grinding stuff and whatnot. So. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let's find, since I know I've got a lot of you guys here, and since it's a little bit early, let's find somebody to host. Because I know we've got people streaming right now. Let's go host Fino, because I know he's hung out on his stream before, and I've hung out on his stream. He's a cool dude. Let's see. Is that his name? Yeah, alright. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to send you guys over, including you guys over on YouTube. I know you guys on YouTube know who Fino is. So, let's go ahead, just go rate that guy. We know each other. He's watched my videos. I've watched his. In fact, one of Fino's videos was back like last year. One of his videos was among the first FGO videos I've ever watched. So, I've known him for a very long time. So, go check him out. He's a good dude. Host what? It's more on my Twitch side of things. But anyways, thanks for watching. Go check him out. Tell him I said what's up. And yeah, talk to you guys later.
Oh, what's going on here? Hey, Toho Sniper. Thanks for the raid, man. How you doing?
I don't know if OBS wants to stop streaming. That's Fino in the background, by the way, for those of you guys on YouTube. I'm trying to stop my stream, but OBS is not cooperative a lot of times. So.